Welcome back to the High Impact Flicks channel, where here in America, our brave, strong, and beautiful political parasites, okay, scratch the beautiful, and the brave, and the strong. Our propaganda-driven political parasites have no trouble tiptoeing through the war zone, through the war zone, through the war zone.
Hey guys, study after study shows that if you want strong bones and muscles, healthy hair, skin, teeth, and nails, you need the 5 types of collagen in your diet. I get mine from BioTrust. I've got a link in the description with a massive discount, and it'll tell you all about it.
So a lot of people are freaking out right now, and it's trending pretty high on Twitter, and has been for the last hour. PayPal is trending, and it looks like PayPal is dropping the hatchet on the necks of a lot of people and economically terrorizing them, and that's what this is, because that's how a lot of people fund themselves. Okay, you got corporate news agencies are funded by ad revenue, and then independent news agencies are funded by themselves, by viewers, the viewership. So when you have a viewership who goes, you know what, I want to subscribe to this channel. In this case, it's Consortium News, or who's this right here? Mint Press has been taken down from PayPal. They economically terrorized me, Adam Green, Sargon of Akkad, Lauren Southern. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. And then adding insult to injury, I posted this on my Twitter page. Let me show you. It was July 19th. July 19th, 2021 is when I was terminated from PayPal. Here's the letter that they sent me. After a review of your account activity, we've determined that you're in violation of PayPal's acceptable use policy. As a result, your account has been permanently limited and you won't be able to conduct any further business with PayPal. What if that's how you feed your family? What if people have subscribed to you because they like your content, they feel like what you're doing is valuable in the world, and they want to give $1 or $2 on PayPal? That's how you feed your family. So when somebody comes across and goes, well, you know what, you violated our policy, so you can't get out the news that people want to see. You can't fulfill the subscribers' expectations, so we're just going to pull you down. It's economic terrorism. I don't care who it happens to, it is wrong. You're basically taking food out of people's mouths. This is permitted under PayPal user agreement sections, restricted activity and actions we may take. You must remove all references to PayPal from your websites and or auctions, including removing PayPal as a payment option and PayPal logo. If you have funds in your PayPal balance, we'll hold it for up to 180 days. And they did. They locked my account for 180 days. At the end of 180 days, they went ahead and gave me, whatever the amount was in there. These funds may be used to satisfy any obligations you may have under the user term agreement. So the bottom line is it's happening to other people right now. It's trending on Twitter. Caitlin Johnstone says PayPal is just openly conducting politically motivated financial censorship of indie media now. Well, they've been doing that. And here's the problem I have with this is that when other people reach out, like Sargon of Akkad did, Lauren Southern, Adam Green, myself, and goes, hey, this is coming. It's not just going to hit me. It's going to hit everybody. So if we don't stand up together, yeah, we may have our disagreements. There may be things that I put out on my content that people have a serious problem with or might find offensive or repulsive or whatever, and vice versa. But one thing we can stand up for is you have the freedom to, while you're not harming, threatening to harm, or steal somebody's stuff, is accumulate an audience who likes your content, who wants to monetarily support your content. You have every right to do that. So you got it. It's right here. PayPal is trending. 70.9 thousand tweets right now. And then people don't stand up for you until it's too late. It's kind of like back in the blue. Back the blue till it happens to you. It's like nothing's wrong with law enforcement. And then you get pulled over and they start searching your vehicle and they say they find something and then they confiscate your cash and then they put you in torture cuffs and throw you in the back of the car and throw you into a rape cage. And now all of a sudden the enlightenment happens. I've had my come to Jesus moment. Back the blue till it happens to you. Back tech platforms until they start initiating economic terrorism on people for media that you want to see. Now think about this. It's not just the content creator that's getting censored. that's getting valved down, that's getting economically sanctioned and terrorized. It's the people who want to see your stuff. I wasn't even able to put out a mass email to all my Patreon and PayPal supporters. You know, some of these people probably still have a Patreon account, but, you know, that's going to be taken down too. United we stand, divided we fall. And if we don't stand together, you better dang sure count on us all hanging separately in the winds of tyranny as our bodies just hang there limp. She says, first Mint Press News and Caleb, I don't even know how to pronounce it, Maupin. I'll go ahead and follow him. Now Consortium News, Silicon Valley is the censorship arm of the U.S. empire. It is. It is. And you know what the kicker to the Patreon, being kicked off of Patreon was? There was nothing that I had on the Patreon platform itself that violated any of their rules. They went off platform and struck me for off platform activity. They put up an example from my website where they didn't like a free PDF that I offer about the Convids 1984 by George Orwell. They talked about a video that I did a year and a half ago on BitChute and sent me a link because I said, hey, be specific. What exactly, how was I in violation of your Patreon terms of service? And then they sent me these links to things that didn't have anything to do with Patreon. So they're looking for what you're doing off platform. Oh, did he write a tweet that we disagree with? Oh, you're off Patreon. Did you put something up on your website that we got a serious problem with and it's highly offensive to us in the Silicon Valley, sphere? That's scary. If that doesn't scare you, if that doesn't sober you up, nothing's going to sober you up. This person says, I really hope we are paying attention. Two of the most critical independent news voices in the U.S. have had their PayPal accounts deactivated and not only their tongues cut off and their pens broken so they can't write and get things out, but also people who want to hear. So the ears are being cut off of people who've actually funded their efforts. First Mint Press News, now Consortium, dark days ahead, especially now that Biden created the actual Ministry of Truth, which mainstream media is doing a bang up job trying to mock. Oh, they're trying to make this, they're trying to equate this with what George Orwell wrote in his book 1984. Give me a break. Yeah, so they're going to mock it, but that's exactly what's happening. Lee Camp from Redacted says the second unimpeachably excellent news source canceled by PayPal in 1 week. In the past weeks, PayPal has cut off great outlets like Mint Press News. YouTube has banned my show Redacted Tonight and others. Patreon deleted accounts of indie journalists. This is why I'll be moving to anti-censorship platform Locals. Support my my work at whatever this is right here, Locals. I've been hearing about Locals. I might check that out. So people are having to go to, like Subscribestar. Something I've done, if you guys are interested in taking a look at it, something I've had to resort to. Here, let me just go under my last video. Is you got Subscribestar. There's this cool thing called, buy me a coffee. So it's like, here, I'll buy this content creator a coffee, and then there's Cash App. So these are the three that I have left right here. Used to be PayPal, Patreon, and Subscribestar. Now it's Subscribestar. But you know how it works. Let's say somebody has 100 people on Patreon. Only like 1 or 2% of those are going to fall over at Subscribestar. And basically what you have is, it's almost like the government and fake stream CIA infiltrated Operation Mockingbird, fake stream, MK Ultra Media, and the government and big tech are all working together. It's almost like big tech's going, hey, CNN, let's help you by removing your competition. Let's help you by defunding your competition. What better way to hamstring independent journalists and just completely clear the field for CNN? It's like you're running in a race and you're blowing away CNN, MSLSD, Fox News. Fox News doesn't want competition either. They don't want to share viewers with you, independent journalists out there. They want you to spend all your time watching their stuff, watching their ads so they can get the ad revenue. So if they can clear the field, let's say you're 2 laps ahead of them. They'll hire somebody to break your legs. Like, who was that? Kerrigan? Or whoever it was. I can't remember the ice skating thing. So somebody would be hiding behind the timer. And then when you come by, just blow out your knees. And now CNN can catch up. Oh, bye. We don't have any competition anymore. That's what's going on. It's almost like they're in collusion together. It's almost like it's a conspiracy. They're conspiring against us. That couldn't be.
While we have time and it still retains some of its perceived value, maybe it'd be a good idea to convert your worthless fiat into valuable, storable food. Don't be the one who waits till the food riots start happening. You don't want to be fighting panicking people in the store over that last jar of peanut butter. At Prepare with High Impact Flicks, you can get up to 3 air and watertight gasket-sealed ammo cans, each filled with a 4-week emergency supply. 7 food varieties, 2,000 calories a day, 284 servings, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and each meal comes in a resealable, heavy-duty 4-layered pouch. And it's got a 25-year shelf life. Every order of a 4-week supply gets you $100 off plus free shipping. Here's how simple it is to make. I'm going to cook up some Granny's home-style potato soup. People are going to think I'm a culinary hero. You open the pouch, boil 4.5 cups of water, stir the contents, simmer on low heat for 15 to 20 minutes, take it off the heat, then let it set for 2 to 3 minutes before you serve it up.
Man, this stuff's so good. People are going to think Granny stopped by and filled your kitchen with a whole bunch of love.
Well, if Granny does stop by, she's going to fill your behind with a whole bunch of buckshot if you keep talking with your mouth full. Wipe your dang beard off. It's embarrassing. So maybe convert some of your worthless fiat into valuable food while you still can. Order now and get $100 off of up to 3 4-week emergency food supplies at preparewithhighimpactflix.com. The link is in the description.